Alright, guys. There's not a lot of things that I'm certain of in my life, but one thing I am for sure certain of is that I will never, ever have sympathy for fat people. It's like, come on, dude. Do you at least look in the mirror one day and go like, damn, I really need to lose a couple pounds. I really let myself go for the past couple weeks, months, years, lifetime. Like, how do you let yourself get to this point right here, what I'm showing you right now? God damn, dude. Like I said, there just has to be some moment in time where you're just sitting down eating whatever slop you're eating and just go like, I really just need to start putting the fork down and maybe hit the gym. Another thing too that I also kind of find funny is that fat people, they'll always find some way to blame something else, someone or something else other than themselves. Accountability is straight up their worst enemy. It's like kryptonite to them. Nah, that cheeseburger and french fries, I didn't eat that. It just like somehow just jumped in my mouth or whatever dumbass excuse they have. I remember this one time when I was grocery shopping at my local BJ's. After I got done with the checkout, you know how they give you the receipt and then, at the end they have to like check your receipt. I was waiting in line to get my stuff checked off, and in front of me, bro, was the fattest dude I have ever seen in my life, bro. Like, his stomach was almost touching the ground, and this guy is standing straight up, dude. Like, he wasn't kneeling down or on his knees or anything. He was straight up, knees locked out and everything. And his stomach was somehow like a couple inches away from the ground. Now, I completely understand that it's kind of disrespectful and rude to stare at some people in public, but god damn, I just straight up couldn't believe what I'm seeing. Like, in my head, I thought this has to be some form of attempted suicide. I think bro needs to have a little talk with someone at least. I'm low-key kind of surprised he didn't use one of those, like, shopping scooters, at the front entrance, where, like, fat people or, like, disabled people, they'll, like, sit on the scooters and then they'll, like, drive around the grocery store. I'm surprised he didn't use one of those. Actually, now that I think of it, if he used one of those scooters, they probably wouldn't be able to move from how heavy he is, but it's whatever. And that brings me to another point too. Just like in the grocery store in general, I'll be waiting in line in the cashier and I just see some fat person in front of me with like a cart full of candy and just regular soda and like chips. It's like, what are you buying these things for, bro? Like, are you trying to speed run through life or something? How about try throwing in, I don't know, maybe a salad instead? Like, I understand it's rabbit food and whatever, but hey, at least it's better than whatever slop you got going on in that cart. And the funny thing is that you would think it would be uncomfortable as shit carrying all that extra weight around. It's like, bro, you're walking up the stairs, you're out of breath. You're mopping the house, you're out of breath. Washing dishes, out of breath. Scratching your ass, you're out of breath. It's like, god damn, dude. Holy shit. Like, are you just out of breath doing everything? Well, not everything, because these guys somehow are not out of breath while they stuff their face. I kid you not, I've seen videos of fat people doing like mukbangs, straight up going pig style on the food, and straight up stuffing their faces with as many calories as they can fit in their mouth. Out of all the activities that they do, this is probably the only exception where they would actually be valid for running out of breath or just not being able to breathe properly. But I'm seeing them like they're able to breathe properly while they stuff their face. They have no problem doing that shit. It's crazy too, because it's actually a relatively simple fix. All you have to do here, I'm gonna hook you up with one of the best exercises to lose weight. All you gotta do is pick up the fork, right? Hold it next to your mouth. And then after that, just put it right down on the table. That's all you gotta do. Trust me, it's a simple yet effective exercise that will help you lose weight. But at the end of the day, you do you, bro. I mean, hey, if there's more fat slobs walking around in this world, then that means people who are actually fit and healthy are more appreciated and more rare to see. All of a sudden, now you see a fat person, you're like, oh yeah, that's just a regular person now. Yeah, you don't really think much of it. And then when you see a really fit person walking down the street, you just have a much greater appreciation for their being. Another thing is too, which is kind of ironic, but hey, I mean, in this world, there's a lot of irony, is that fat people, they'll straight up criticize the food that you're eating. Oh, that diet soda you're drinking has all the artificial sweeteners and stuff like that. Oh, that canned food has a bunch of preservatives and shit like that. My guy, what the fuck? It's like, come on, dude. Like, preserve these nuts, bitch. Suck my dick, you stupid ass fucking fat ass slob. Or whatever you want to call yourselves, because people nowadays just identify as anything. At least I'm not the one flapping my blubber around whenever I walk because I'm too fat to keep it down in my shirt. But anyways, yeah, that's just my take on it. It's kind of like what Myron said. We need to put these fat people in like fat concentration camps where all they can do is like work out and eat healthy and live a healthy lifestyle. Oh my god, so scary. Oh my god. I bet when like morbidly obese people hear the word vegetable or any word that just resembles a vegetable, they suffer like a mini seizure. Man, I just straight up don't understand it. I remember this other time I was sitting in class, we were getting like new seats, and then because you know how like the new seats, the desk is attached to the chair. So one time, this really fat person tried to, like, scoot down in the seat. Bro, she couldn't get her fucking stomach to fit in the new desks, bro. She had to sit sideways for the entire period, bro. You know what? Fuck the period. She had to sit sideways on those new desks for the entire semester. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I know I have a pretty hot take on this topic. I mean, I don't hate fat people, but like, I just have no sympathy for them when they just come bitching and complaining that they can't lose the weight. It doesn't work on me. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this.